Alright folks, today we are going to react on a video which is gonna tell us how to throw an axe, because last video we reacted on was axe throwing gone wrong. So let's just get into this video. It's by Bad Axe. So do subscribe to the channel as well.
Alright, today I'm going to show you guys how to throw an axe. So there's essentially two ways of doing it. Two-handed, one-handed.
Alright.
Very simple technique. Two-handed. You want to grip it, but not grip it too hard. You're not gripping a baseball. You're not hitting it as hard.
I think the big problem is when for the beginner is they grip it too hard. When you grip it too hard, you do not have a flexibility to throw the axe the way it should be. You just maybe sometimes you use too much power and sometimes you don't. So that's where the problem comes in, because I have tried some time, but I can tell you this is not as hard as it looks. But as you understand the technique, it's pretty easy to do.
Hard as you can, you're not swinging as hard as you can. You notice that the profile of the axe is nice and thin. This is an axe that's essentially meant for throwing, meaning it's not a standard hatchet that you can get like at a Home Depot or some sort of a home hardware store. This has been modified specifically for axe throwing, so it doesn't require much force. Because it doesn't require much force, you don't have to, crank it as hard as you can.
Yeah, as I said, you do not have to throw as hard as possible. It is not about how hard you throw, it's about how you throw. So they are two different things, so you need to understand.
In order to get the axe to stick, this axe is not meant for splitting wood, it's for sticking two boards. So, two-handed technique, very simple. Two hands on the axe. I like to keep my thumbs lined up, similar to like a golf club. I don't know if any of the viewers have been golfing, but same technique, or you can just grip it normally. So, I'll grip it normally. Just for simplicity's sake, I will grip it lightly. You'll notice that there's this light grip. It's not.
And also you have to make sure you keep the balance when you open up your hand. You need to make sure it's not it should be in balance. It should not be in balance.
Firm, tight grip. All you have to do is lean back.
Yeah.
And you're releasing right in front of you. Right. So you're not releasing low. You're not releasing high. Otherwise, it'll go too fast, or it'll go high or too low. So perfect. It's a very simple technique. You don't really need to throw it that hard. It's not overly difficult to do. And you just release in front of you. Don't worry about flicking your wrist. Don't worry about trying to get the axe to rotate.
Yeah, it's not, as I said, it's not about throwing with your hand. It requires your lats power as well, your shoulder power and your entire hand, right? So it's a technique you need to understand. Once you try practice, you're gonna understand. It's pretty easy, but make sure for the beginning you do not try it hard. Make sure you use it easy, so that's how you're gonna understand how it works.
The next technique, I will show you what's called the Canadian flick, where you essentially rotate it. It's not needed. It just depends on your axe throwing style. Now, the key thing is, if you're over rotating, meaning the axe spins too far, that means you're too far back. So I threw from the 12-foot line, and that's what essentially most axes are built for the 12-foot mark. I'm gonna throw from the 15-foot mark just to exaggerate what an over rotation looks like. So I'm gonna throw from here, the axe over rotated. So if you're throwing an axe and it over rotates, all that means is you have to take a step forward. And the key is, as soon as you have the axe touch the wood with its face, you're throwing it correctly. And all you have to do is then make minor adjustments. Now, the one-handed technique is quite simple. You want to keep your arms straight, elbow in. It doesn't require much force. Bring it nice and close back to you. Release, and that's it. So
for this one, it requires a more of like your arm forearm power. So it's more about a forearm power, and you're going to flick it. It's not about the two-handed way they did before.
Two simple techniques, one-handed or a two-handed technique will work. Essentially, that's all you really need to know is when you have an axe that's profiled and meant for axe throwing, not much force is needed.
So I will mention their original video links, so do subscribe to their channel as well, and also do subscribe to my channel. And this is my first time watching their video, and seems like they have a very good channel. I will try to have a look at their other videos, because we do make axes, right? So we get many times we get a client who says, oh, I want axe for throwing. So depending on the client demand, we do make the axes. So I will try to mention some of the videos link and some of the articles we made in recently. And if you guys have any custom order, do email us at JW SteelCrafts at gmail.com. So that's our email, and you can see a lot of other content we have done on your YouTube. So just give us some suggestion, give us some a comment, and let me know what else should be the next video, so then we can react on that one. And also we will keep uploading more content. So yeah, stay tuned, have a wonderful day, bye bye.